Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. Time to do some coverage on a budget device, and this is the Meizu M6 Note, and you can get this somewhere around 200 US dollars. It just kind of depends on where you're buying it from. But I want to go ahead and open it up, show you real quick what's in the box, give some first impressions, and of course, all links down below. The M6 Note has some promising specs, including a Snapdragon 625 processor. This specific model is the 32 gig model with 3 gigs of RAM. You can actually upgrade up to 4 gigs of RAM if you'd like to. Opening it on up, right away you do have the phone. Let's go ahead and set that to the side for just a second. I'll get right to it. Let's figure out what else is in here. So it says Meizu design. Opening it on up, SIM ejection tool, and all your standard booklets, getting started guide, all that stuff. We're gonna set that to the side and see what else is in here. So it looks like we do have USB charging cable. So dump that out, and it looks like it does use micro USB. Just a little interesting. You kind of wish they did go with USB Type-C. And then finally in here, you should have your AC adapter. And this is actually an 18-watt power adapter to charge that 4,000 milliamp hour battery on the M6 Note. So now that we are all set up, we know everything that's in the box. I'm gonna peel off this back sticker, and I think that's the only sticker that's actually on there. Seems to be a little difficult to get off, and there we go. So we can peel that off. Looks like a little residue, but that should come off just fine. I'm gonna power this phone on and press and hold. Hopefully there's a little bit of charge left in the phone. If not, looks like there's not. We're gonna go ahead and have to give it a little charge before I can turn it on. Okay, so charged it up. I wanna go ahead and press and hold the power button, turn it on, and while it boots up, let's kind of take a close look at the design. So on the back here, you'll notice a dual camera system, the Meizu logo, and then also a little bit different, that flash is actually kind of embedded in that antenna line. So it gives it a bit of a sleek look to it. Just going down, and then down at the bottom here, you do have your charging slot speaker and a notable headphone jack. On the left side here is just that SIM slot. Up at the top, just a microphone. On the right side here is where that power button is and volume rockers. And that's pretty much it. And then you'll see it is booted up already. It doesn't even take us to the start screen. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and do a factory reset and then run through the setup, talk about anything noteworthy. To begin, let's set that fingerprint, which is on the bottom here. So I'm just going to set it down, lift it up. It does have a quick vibration. Also worth noting that this is actually a physical button too. I did just press it on accident and succeeded. We're good to go. Setup is completed. We can go ahead and get started. Takes us to that home screen, and we can go ahead. I'm actually going to turn up the brightness just a little bit for the display, and let's jump into settings. And as always in my unboxing videos, I want to go ahead and go into storage. We can see how much out of the box is used. So you'll see total space 29.12, available 22.63 gigs. So this is the 32 gigabyte variant. And of course, physical button, which is an actual home button. Also worth noting, out of the box, scroll down, go to About Phone, Android 7.1.2 out of the box. And I'm also noticing if you just tap on that home button, it actually is the back button. So if you want to go all the way home, you press the actual physical button. Of course, you will see they do have a skin over the OS, and they do have some tools. Not a crazy amount of bloatware, if any at all. There's a theming option. If you press and hold this power button, it will actually lock the phone. Now let's go ahead and test out that fingerprint scanner. So I press the button. So if I just set my finger on it, it's not going to register. I have to physically press the button. And you'll see that was fairly quick. Set it down, unlocks pretty much right away. Now if I double tap the home button, it will launch that camera app. So let's go ahead and snap a picture. Seems like that exposure is actually changing pretty well with that light right there. Very low shutter lag, shutter speed as well. So it seems to be okay in terms of that. And then you'll see if I go into this and just tap, it goes back instead of all the way home. On the side here, you'll see these two icons. That is actually the blur effect. So when you have an object, it's going to try and analyze the depth, take a picture, and then blur out the background of that image that you shot. So it looks like it's doing some image processing. And there you go. So it looks like it did do a pretty good job at blurring everything in the back and actually focusing on just my hand. And of course, this is a good lighting scenario. Jumping back into settings, and you'll see there's actually a personalization option where you can change your icons, avatars, bold system font, and then here's the themes, which you can get more online and change your wallpaper if you'd like to. We can jump into display settings real quick. Looks like you can change the color temperature on the fly, just warmer or cooler, and then reset it back to default. Going back, there's an eye-friendly mode to actually change that, turn down that blue light to make it easier on your eyes. So overall, that's about it. That is everything I want to talk about for now on the Meizu M6 Note. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Be sure to click that thumbs up. So definitely a promising budget device, of course, depending on the market you're in. And that's pretty much it. So definitely be sure to click that subscribe button. All links in the video description. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.